Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Charles Conwell exposed. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. An 154-pound fighter, Charles Conwell, was recently exposed. A lot of people don't know about who this guy is, but there's a narrative and an agenda pushed behind this man. He's a Golden Boy Promotions fighter, and this guy lost to a journeyman in Jorge Garcia Perez. Now, what's interesting in this loss is that this guy was supposed to be the next elite fighter at 154 pounds. He was being pushed and pumped up by the entire LGBTQ community, the pro-black community, by even some media members, in trashing other Latino fighters, even other fighters in general. It didn't make any sense. And the reason why I say exposed is this guy was getting hype and pushed when he did absolutely nothing to deserve it. Look, let me break it down. First off, we get one comment here where this guy said, I mess with Vergil, I mess with Balchek and Bakhram and even Fundura, but Charles Conwell is going to beat their ass whenever they fight. Now, you got to understand, rhetoric like this, when this guy's never proved anything in the sport of boxing, and is simply only racially based. I mean, you think this guy going to go in there and beat Vergil Ortiz, Balchek, and Bakhram based off of nothing, and he had beaten no one, and you just simply believe that? This is all racial narratives. It's all racially motivated. That's all it is. And when I point this out to people, people lie and deny that these things are happening. That's why we have to expose these narratives. We even get another comment here where a guy says, if Charles Conwell was Hispanic, Oscar De La Hoya would have made him a star by now. But he ain't Hispanic, so Oscar will continue to tuck him on undercards and keep Vergil Ortiz far away from him. That's what he's saying. That Vergil got to stay away from Charles Conwell. That's what he's saying. Like, Vergil is nothing to this guy. Like, he's afraid of this guy. Like, they have to protect Vergil. Make this make sense. This makes no sense. What is wrong with these people? Another comment. Conwell will kick Vergil ass too. Vergil Ortiz is chips in a bag to Charles Conwell. Another slanderous comment. So you see person after person, time again, this guy is being pushed to levels of a superstar, of an elite fighter, and he's never fought anybody. He's never done anything in the sport of boxing. You've even seen Najee from Cigar Talk. Man has a massive media platform, has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and what's interesting is the guy is obviously pro-black, and it's obvious. It shows. The guy says the most dangerous fighter at 154 pounds is fighting tomorrow. And he said this the day before the fight. Now, what makes Charles Conwell the most dangerous fighter at 154? Nothing. This is clearly biased. This is clearly nonsense. Why are you listening to people like this? I mean, this is garbage. You even seen Najee on a separate comment saying this guy's a real throwback fighter for fighting a bunch of tomato cans? A throwback fighter for what? For using Vergil Ortiz's name for clout? That makes you a throwback fighter? That doesn't make any sense. You've seen Truth of a Narrative, another biased pro-black racial fanboy says Conwell is about to put on a show. And what show did he put on? He got put out of the fight and lost to a journeyman. That's the show he put on, losing to a journeyman. So he's a throwback fighter. Vergil is ducking him. Balchek will lose. Bakhram will lose. He's the most dangerous guy at 54, and he's never fought anybody. See, this is the problem that I have. I don't have any problem with Mr. Conwell. The issue that I have is all of these guys pumping him up like he's the next best thing, like he's Floyd Mayweather, and he's went out there and proved everything, and he ain't fought or beaten nobody. Using people's name for clout, stop it. You can't even beat a journeyman. I'm sorry, but Conwell, you've been exposed.